Like we are on day 79 of Road to a Million. Kind of crazy to think. Actually, really, really crazy to think. 79 days in, and this is where we're at. And I got back from yoga, made myself a nice little burrito, turkey burrito with some rice. Had two of them. Gonna have some apples and probably watch Where Dreams May Come From, I believe is what it was called. Has Robin Williams in it. This dude that I was listening to on YouTube was talking about it, so I was like, let's give it a try. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I really primarily wanted to talk about two things today. Was starting a challenge. Maybe not even a challenge. I think I want to try this. I don't know how it'll work. I figure I might as well. Microdose for 30 days. And then just give the benefits afterwards to be like, oh yeah, hey, this was good or this was not good. I think it's about a gram a day-ish or so. Maybe that's too much. I'm not entirely sure. Figure it out. Yeah. Action is the biggest thing. Take action with whatever you're doing. It doesn't matter how big, how small. As long as you act upon something, you'll be golden. And practice, push yourself beyond your limits. Like, that's why I go do yoga. That's why I'm going to do this other challenge or a microdose for 30 days. That's why I did I had a job interview that would give me an account manager role, which I would be okay getting. I would be good at getting this one because it's more of it's all managing an existing client, an existing book of business, compared to me having to attract a new book of business. So it's just me scheduling meetings, talking with them, finding their needs, problems, and solutions, and then giving that to them. Obviously, the main goal is to be getting on stages and inspiring others to act. I'd have to be selling a product of some sort when I am on stage, like a product of an inspirational product of some sort, or like one-on-one coaching or some service, maybe training with myself. That might be good. You could always train with me. Like, get on stage, tell them where I was at, watching Netflix all the time, movies, Netflix, TV, anime, video games. Even though, like, I do eventually want to have a video game YouTube channel, get back into video games. Dude, I would love to play video games again. I would absolutely love to play video games again. In due time. In due time. I'll be able to play the Spider-Man games. There'll be even more amazing games that'll come out. And by the time those games are out, like, I'll have all the financial freedom that I've ever wanted. I'll have complete control over my time as I do right now. It's quite fascinating because today was more of like I was going to edit a video today where it was about screen time. And I was like, it just doesn't fit with the channel. It's the same reason with why I removed two other podcasts on the channel, because it's like my channel is primarily about inspiring others to act and inspiring others to take action with whatever they want to do. And me doing a podcast sitting down, like, I enjoy it. Don't get me wrong. That's why I'm still going to be doing those. It's just more audio based and have a secondary channel for the podcast. It's just my main channel, like, it's me pushing myself. It's me inspiring other people. It's me doing the things that I find interesting, I would say. It's the things that make me me. I got these Apple things. You guys are like, I don't even know if these are still around. I think they are. Boston Market. Is that what I'm thinking? Yeah, Boston Market. They had these like little apple things, like these little apple slices, like with cinnamon. They're delicious. Absolutely delicious. So I got those from Safeway today. So I'm going to eat those. And then I think it's just a matter of like getting on stage, finding the right audience, and then obviously solving their problem and focusing on one goal. One goal, one goal, one goal, one goal, and one problem. That's it. Like, what is the problem? The problem is, and I have to use it in layman terms, because a lot of people that I would say I would be talking with is I have to start with where they're at. I can't say start like up here with where I'm at because I have all this information. I have all this knowledge. Like, as you can see, and that's not even all of the books. I want to get a bigger bookcase so I can start reading more books. Knowledge is a burden, you guys. It's also, it's a burden and it's a blessing and a curse. That's it. Oh no. Oh no, my books are fading. The sun is fading my books. Bummer. With these books, like, I've immersed myself in the language, I've immersed myself in the culture so much that when, say, it comes to introducing somebody new, and I was thinking about this in yoga as well too, is I just I have to meet people where they're at, and that's stage one. So most people probably don't know what mindfulness is, or like maybe even what yoga is, or lifting, or curls. This is why I did sales, was to understand that you can use different words and they can convey the same meaning. I just have to start where the other person's at. So, like, mindfulness is a word that I'm going to have to figure out. What can I keep that simple? Because when I first started out on this journey, I didn't understand, like, a growth mindset and a fixed mindset. I'll explain it to you real quick. Growth mindset is something where, say, you bring in information. That information is, you're willing to question that information. You're willing to question the ideas, and you're willing to grow with this new set of information or conversation. Whereas someone with a fixed mindset is somebody that is fixed in their ideas, their ideologies, and ideologies also might not be a good word. They're fixed in their ideas, their way of thinking, and their beliefs, to where they are unwilling to grow, and they remain fixed or stagnant in said place. And I have to find a way to describe those. Like, I was pretty good. It's just I got a fixed mind, growth mind. Are you growth or are you fit? Do you want to grow or do you want to stay the same? These are things that I'm going to have to think about. Because, like, with me immersing myself into the culture so much, that's all I know. Like, I know the words, I know the verbs, I know what these people think about, because it's what I was thinking about all the time. And I have to bring myself back to, like, okay, when I first started, where was I at? What problem was I trying to solve? The problem that I was trying to solve was, I'd say, lack of confidence, lack of women, loneliness. One of my old roommates posted a photo on his Snapchat. He does this every year. I wanted to be a part of that back then. Now, not so much. If it was just back then, I felt like I was the odd man out. They made me feel that the words and the feelings and the things that I did weren't worth anything. They made me feel small. I allowed them to make me feel small. And that was the part that I was like, I don't ever want to have this feeling of being small ever again. I didn't like it. I really, really didn't like it. So I worked on myself. I worked on my mind. I worked on my body. I worked on my communication. I worked on my work ethic. I worked on myself. I did the one thing that I knew I could do, which was work. Because nobody could take that away from me. Nobody. And that's how I'm able to stand here today, is because I put in that work. Because I didn't want to feel small. I don't want to feel insignificant. I don't want to feel as if I wasn't worthy. I wasn't loved. Because my parents, they gave me so much love. They made me feel the most loved that a man ever could, a boy ever could, a child ever could. And they made me feel unloved. I didn't like that feeling. I never wanted to feel that way ever again. So I worked on myself. I worked to get better. I really did. Improved my way of approaching people, having conversations, talking with women and men. I listened, I paid attention, kept my mouth shut, and I questioned everything. Because I didn't want to feel small, so I questioned and I questioned and I questioned and I made it about the other person. And at some point, I think I stopped making it about myself. At some point, I focused too much on the other person. I still think it is a very good thing to focus on the other person. I have come to realize that it's okay for me to express my own views, my own opinions, and my own ideas. And if it makes somebody else feel small or insignificant, that's a them problem. It's not a me problem anymore. Because I can't please everybody. I'm not going to be for everyone. Some people will like what I do, others won't. That's the same thing with anything. Some people will love me, others will like me, and some will hate me. I think the one person's opinion that matters most is one of self. So my opinion of me and how I view myself and if I'm doing the right things, I still do believe that is the best thing a person can do and believe. If you don't believe in yourself, nobody's ever going to believe in you. It starts with a belief in a self, a conviction in one's belief, and an understanding that when you believe in yourself, amazing things can happen.